Welcome back at the Technical Forum at the group exhibit Hydrogen Fuel Cells and Batteries. Also at this moment, I would like to welcome all of you guests to come and have a seat. There are complimentary drinks all in the house. There's a lovely lady walking around serving you the drinks. Also, ni hao to all our online guests. We are live streaming from the fair, so also you can. We have guests from all over the world watching us at this moment. My name is Mona, and I'm your moderator for the session today. Our next topic will be the fuel cell vehicle application. We'll have a representative all the way from China. And for that, please welcome with me on stage the General Manager of Palcan Energy Corporation, Mr. Wolfgang Chen. Big hands, please.
So good afternoon, everybody. So welcome you come here to know a little bit about the fuel cell electric vehicle in China. So normally, China is a special country. When we see something, it's China, it's different. The same story for fuel cell. In China, maybe nobody thinks that in China there is a fuel cell application, but China had done something, is now doing something, and there will come in something. So let me have a short introduction to you. First of all, I want to make a short list about the topics, and we start with electrical vehicle in China. So we know China, maybe when we are children, China is a country with a lot of bicycle. It was. So now we have a lot of electrical bicycle. So the people had to start to use a battery for vehicle, but it's a bicycle. Shortly, we have a lot of bicycle. It's really a lot. How could you imagine that in 1 year we could build more than 36 million pieces of electrical bicycle? What means that? That means a lot of batteries. At the same time, you could also see there is a lot of cars. So in China, we have 10% of people has a car. That means with 1.3 billion cars, people, we have more than 10% that amount of cars. Please consider that when the car are so many and when the battery are so many there, what will come in? That is the city plan or the country had started a project from 2011. Firstly, we started with 10 cities in China. We try to test 1,000 electric vehicles. After that, it comes with 15 cities more, and then the amount is 10 times. That is Chinese speed. The Chinese make everything so quick, 10 times within 3 years. That's not so much. It's only 10,000. Let's see what happened. This is the amount that we sell 2015. That means 4 months ago, in 1 month, there is around 30,000 electric vehicles going to the market. How many batteries is inside? Electrical battery. Each vehicle at least 20 kilowatt hour. So the amount for bicycle is so huge. So what happened? Together with fuel cell vehicle. This is the Olympiad Stadium. It's in 2008. At that time, the Chinese had already have some fuel cell buses. So For personal car, there's also. So it looks like nice. This is in Shanghai, in Shenzhen, and in Peking. There are a lot of buses. This is the first application. At that time, Daimler had working together with Ballard for this project. And nowadays, Ballard announced that they have a big project in China for bus. It's huge. The market in China is huge. The local Chinese supplier, SAIC. SAIC is now the #1 in China for car manufacture. They sell around 5 million cars per year. So they have their fuel cell car. It's not so beautiful like a Mirai, and they do something. They had to make a 10,000 kilometer trial from Shanghai to Laos to Beijing and through south to Chengdu. That means temperature difference for around 30 degrees. South China is very humid, it's very hot. North China cool, the weather like here in Germany. So fuel cell vehicle, electrical vehicle, both of them are well development in China. But till now, we have only 4 hydrogen stations officially running. How could it make happen? This is China. So the answer is still in China. Because, later I give the reason. But before that, I would like to say China has strong government support for electric vehicle or for new energy vehicle. They define the new energy vehicle that they should have some green stuff inside. What is green? Battery, they think is green. Because battery have the ability to give power without give out this PM 2.5, this smokes, low smokes, but the car is running, so it's green. So for green, we should support it. How support it? The government decided to give money to the companies. You'll see here, let's take this number, 71,000 US dollar for one vehicle. With this amount of money, people could know that which kind of car you could buy. But here, this amount is from the state. They gave 71,000 US dollar for a vehicle who has the ability to run more than 250 kilometers. People smell. It's not so difficult. Okay? And then they ask it should be EKG smaller than 0.25. That means this EKG defined how many batteries you should have and how many kilometers you could drive and how many passengers you could take. So this number is a target. It's not so easy to reach. Here, look at the BYD. BYD is the #1 for electrical bus. They have the famous type K9. This K9 is the champion in China. They sold around, or last year, 2015, for this car is 1 billion. It's 1 billion RMB. It's around 160 million euro with this car, with this bus. This is BYD. You see here, they need to take 324 kilowatt hour. The weight of this battery is 3.6 ton. 3,600 kilogram only battery inside. And it run 250 kilometers. That means in Shenzhen, they could drive from the railway station to a bus station around 25 kilometers, back and forth 5 times. Is that a good bus? Yes. It's so popular that people like it very much because low noise, low emission. People stay here, the bus coming, they all want to get in. When a normal diesel bus come in, people go away because the emission of diesel is so stark. So the people like this electrical bus, they all want to go inside. But the battery, at the beginning, they could run 250 kilometers. After 8 months, after 1 year, what is the performance? People could expect it that they drive it 5 times back and forth. After 1 year, only 4 times. After 2 years, only 3 times back and forth. They need charge because the degradation of the battery is so strong. They need to charge it in daily time. So, okay, it has some problem. So people in China think about maybe we should give some subsidy for some new technology. Look at what's that? This is again this fuel cell car from Shanghai Automobile. And in this time, both state, that means the Peking government, province, that means Jiangsu, Zhejiang, Guangdong province. The province has also money to give subsidy. Later, for the city, some rich city also gives money because they want to have good technology, good product. In this case, it is fuel cell. For fuel cell, they give support. This is personal truck, a personal car. This is for 13 to 70 people. And this is the future. What's that? It's a 3.5 to 7.5 ton delivery truck. Why? People here in Europe, in America, know there is Amazon. Amazon means book, means you buy something from internet. In China, we have Alibaba. And we have Taobao. Maybe you could not imagine that in 11th November, there is always a program. In this day, people buy in 1 day more than 10 billion euro in 1 day from Taobao. And after that, it's always 2 weeks big traffic with delivery. Because people buy and they should deliver with the vehicle. So in this case, the electrical delivery truck is the best seller in China in 2015. For example, Dongfeng. Dongfeng is the owner or the shareholder of PSA from France. Dongfeng had sold more than 20,000 electrical vehicles for delivery. And then they are still has new factory, new building, and they want to have in 1 year 50,000 vehicles for electrical because it is green. And at the same time, the government give money. So everything is so nice. So there's a lot of German company who sell battery management system to China or electrical motor to China. Maybe they are not here. But the people who has technology for fuel cell should go to China. So the government say, we have money, we want green, we want to have fresh air. So we started with followed. City bus is already explained. Delivery truck, sanitation. We clean the street with electricity. This is Chinese government wanted. This taxis in Shenzhen is around 2,000 units. Low country, low city like Shenzhen has so many electrical taxis. It has around 65 kilowatt hour battery, and it could run daily with only 2 charges. But sorry, there is still 2 times charging. And each time takes at least half hour to 1 hour. So there is market, there is chance, there is problem. What should we do? Let's firstly analyze the problem. Short distance, quick degradation, long charge time. Good, it's chance for us, fuel cell. But fuel cell has also some problem. No charge station or fuel charge station. We have 4, but none of them is to the public. It's only show when Mirai go to China. Welcome, we could have a test. Bye-bye. When Daimler go to China, we could test it, charge it in Peking, but again, stop. We don't let the station working. Okay. Such kind of tank is a standard product somehow in Europe, but in China, you could never get 700 bar tank for fuel cell bus or fuel cell car. In China, sorry, now low technology. And in winter, the fuel cell working not so well. So our solution is then, firstly, we will help different kind of battery technology. We will help them to have more energy density to make not 3,600 kilogram. Instead of that, we could reduce the weight at least 1 ton. How could we do that? We had selected, we had analyzed, and we know methanol is the solution. Because in China, we already mix gasoline and methanol together. And we have already more than 2,000 stations for methanol. If you have methanol, other things is relatively clear. Not easy, but it's clear. You could reform it, use PSA to remove the CO. Here, CO is poised for low temperature PEM. Or you could directly use higher temperature PEM. It will resolve the problem. So now the picture looks like less. Here you could see electrical vehicle, you charge it, 12-meter long bus, 10 stations, how big it should be. And also that, you invest only, how to say, 40,000 euro. You could have a station like that to change it. Instead of gasoline, just have methanol. If you build a new one, it costs only 250,000 euro. It's quite easy to do that. We have partners already. Palcan had already partners, already 200 people who could do that. So let's analyze. This is oil. Build a new one. And just think about the delivery. A big truck for how many cars? And a big truck for methanol. It makes difference. So, such kind of electrical manufacturer, they are waiting for our solution. They are waiting for the mass production. Again, photon, again, they all have electrical bus, but they all are waiting for our product. Short to Palcan, we started the business in 1998, and we try a lot of things with electrical bicycle, you see. Electrical bicycle with fuel cell. And till later we have the portable equipment with 500 watt. We have storage, we have the bus. And then we have the product. We have now the product with the modules. This is the first electric car, don't need charge. You just have methanol. This tank make the vehicle run 700 kilometers. 2 days ago, we have this car run 1,200 kilometers, only with methanol. What we had done in China, 1, 2, 3, easy. We try to make a loan in China, standard. At the same time, the government promised to give us 2 fleets, and we want to have now 3 and later 30 partners in China. So, this is Tesla, this is our Dongfeng truck in the street in China. It's not so far from market.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chen, for this very interesting presentation, giving us an insight on the hydrogen and electrical development in the mobility market. I see there's lots of attention here. Our technical forum hasn't been that filled up this day, so congratulations for that. And I'm pretty sure there are questions from the audience. Due to a time limitation, I can take one question from the audience, so please raise your hand. Okay, I'm pretty sure there are many questions. So Palcan can be visited at the booth, and the booth number is
Just there.
It's right across.
D31. You could see the video. Our car is running in the street in China.
D31/1 is the booth number. So once again, thank you very much for this vivid presentation. That was Mr. Wolfgang Chen. Big hands, please.
Thank you.
Please stay seated for our next presentation. We'll continue with talking about PEM fuel cells, and that will only in 1 minute time. For that, we'll hear Andrew Morton, representative of Air Squared, and the topic will be spinning scroll technology for mobile PEM fuel cell applications. Thank you.